Hi everybody, it's Tanya. I wanted to come in and give you all an update. Today is day 4 after my surgery. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on Wednesday, August 17th, and today is Sunday, August 21st. And I just wanted to give you a few details about my experience. Um, the day I went into surgery, I weighed in at the Kaiser Hospital in Richmond at 280 pounds. Um, my original start date back in the day was 320 pounds. So that was 40 pounds lost as of the surgery morning. I had been a little bit cheating the week before surgery, not a lot, but like I had a donut one day, I had nachos one day, kind of things that I've been craving that I didn't know, so I was going to be able to have more of. So I had a few of those things, but I was still able to stay pretty low in my weight. So, anyways, the morning of the hospital, like I said, 280, which was 13 pounds below the weight that my doctor had set for me to be for surgery, so I was good. They took me back. They had me super comfortable. They gave me an IV. They gave me a shot of heparin, which hurt really bad. Not the shot, but the stuff that they inject into you stung. Then I walked back into the operating room. I sat myself on the table, and I really don't remember much after that. They talked to me for a second, and then the next thing I remember, I was waking up. It was like an out of body experience. I could hear people around me and I could hear activity and I could hear my name and details about myself and my surgery, but I just couldn't speak or respond really. And I do remember that I was in a lot of pain. I do have to say that initially upon waking up, I had a lot of pain in my stomach. And as soon as I was able to communicate, I kind of moaned and groaned, and they got the idea that I had some pain, and they got some pain medicine into me. And as soon as I got that, I felt better. And the waking up was all right. I was bantering back and forth with my recovery nurse, and she was great. She was fun to spend some time with, and recovery in that place ended up being fine. Then they wheeled me up to my room and hooked me up to my pain pump, which was my best friend for the next 12 hours or however long I was there. Um, and my husband and my mom were able to come in and spend time with me. And they took my vital signs there in my room every 3 hours or so. I got up to walk for the first time about 7 p.m. Um, my surgery was at 2, and so I was up walking around the halls of the hospital about 7, which is also when they took my catheter out. Um, and then my mom went home. My husband stayed with me the rest of the night. They brought me my dinner that night, which I had a choice of chicken broth, uh, herbal tea, sugar-free jello, and water. And I was able to eat several bites of my jello, and I was able to have my ice chips and sip my water. I had absolutely no nausea, no pain when swallowing, or no pain feeling food going down. No problems with walking. I actually felt super good. Um, and so it was nice. Just my husband and I spent time together in the hospital. He ended up staying in my room overnight, and we didn't think that was going to be possible, but it was because I had a private room. And they actually found him a chair that folded into a bed. In fact, he got a lot of sleep that night, and he slept very well, unlike me, because they were in and out all night, and I was kind of hyped up, even though I was on that pain medicine. Um, and so, their interruptions plus just kind of my energy. I didn't sleep very well, but it was fine. I did a lot of walking. One thing I did that I was told I shouldn't do is that I jumped up on the scale that I saw in the hallway while I was walking, and I had gained 11 pounds just since weighing in that morning. And of course, it's water and the fluids they pump into you and the swelling and all of that. I wasn't worried about it, but it just was interesting. Um, then the next day, everything was good. I didn't have any problems, like I said, and I felt great. So the doctor discharged me at about 10 a.m. is when I actually left and went home. Once I got home, I did have some more soreness in my tummy because I didn't have the strong pain medicine like I did in the hospital. I just had some liquid Lortab. Um, and that just wasn't cutting it at the dose that he gave me. So I called and he told me I could double the dose. And once I did that, I was totally fine. And I used that liquid Lortab for 2 days, um, Thursday and Friday. And then really that was it. I did take a little bit last night before I went to bed, um, mostly to make me drowsy more than pain. I am able to sleep on my side comfortably. I'm able to sleep and rest. There's nothing interrupting my sleep. I do have gas, um, and I do have like anytime I drink or I eat, I get kind of like a burpy, and it's not even a burp necessarily, it's kind of a noise coming up out of my mouth from my stomach and my esophagus. Um, and it's not annoying or painful or anything. It's just noteworthy. Um, so I've been able, since I've been home, to eat fine. My first 3 days, actually up until today, I was doing clear liquids, so sugar-free popsicles. I was having a lot of those, sugar-free Jello. I don't eat meat besides seafood, so I wasn't really having chicken broth. So it kind of sounded gross to me. Um, so I was just having water and then the other things I told you about. This morning, though, it's my fourth day, and so I'm able to go to full liquids. So for breakfast today, I had some Trader Joe's tomato and roasted red pepper soup with a dollop of sour cream on top, and I had that again for lunch. I haven't had dinner yet, but I think I'm probably going to have the same thing or maybe butternut squash soup. The food tastes delicious. It goes down just fine. I had a quarter of a cup at each meal, and I was plenty full. I have not felt hunger. I have been taking the acid medicine he gave me because I did notice a little bit of acid when I was home from the hospital, and it's because I hadn't taken the medicine that he had recommended that I take, and he had prescribed it to me. Um, I was able to start taking my regular medications again, my thyroid and my anti-anxiety medicine, and no problem swallowing that. I'm actually taking regular sized swallows of water. It's not hurting. Um, and so I really, honestly, I feel great. I don't even feel like anything traumatic happened to me. I, in fact, went to a movie today with my girlfriend. She came and picked me up, and we went and saw Crazy Stupid Love, and it was a great movie. It was hilarious. I had to hold my stomach sometimes when I was laughing. But I do want to show you guys my stomach, my incision. It's not pretty, but I'm going to show you just so you know. So here we go. All right. There's 5 of them. As you can see, there's 5 total incisions, and they're healing really nicely. This one over here hurts the worst. This one right here is where they took the stomach out of, and he said this is the one that got the most action. They're a little bit raised. They've got some surgical super glue on them, but they really honestly do not hurt right now. They're just kind of ugly, and of course my stomach is still pretty bloated. I have not really had gas pains like you would expect, kind of how people described up in their shoulders. I have felt like my stomach is bloated, but honestly nothing major, nothing that I can't live with, and nothing that I would think anyone should worry about at all. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to mention. Of course, the staff at the hospital were fantastic. I wrote down all of the nurses' names, and I'm going to be sure to, when I get my survey, to say nice things about all of them. So that's about it for now. Good luck to all of you who are about to have this done, and thanks to all of you who've had it done already and who have been supportive of me and whose stories I have gotten to learn from. And hi to all of my girls from my group at Kaiser in Santa Rosa. You guys are all going to do this, and everyone's going to have a great experience. I just know it. So feel free to ask me any questions afterwards. If you have any questions, I'm happy to share anything that you want to know. So anyways, thanks guys for watching my vlog, and I will see you all soon. Bye. Oh wait, the one thing I was going to tell you I forgot, I should have said at the beginning. I'm down all 11 pounds that I gained in the hospital plus an additional 4 pounds. So today I was 275.8. So the water weight came off quick, plus 4.2 pounds. So that's pretty cool. All right, sorry about that. Bye.